Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Okay, Monday evening must have been busy for all of you. So for those who have not subscribed to my channel, highly would recommend so that you would be able to get timely updates for all the immigration programs. Right now, federal skilled worker programs and CEC is on hold in terms of draws. And as far as the latest trends goes, based upon two back-to-back draws on 5th and last weekend, it seems to be that PNP is actually the prime objective right now. I'll be covering more and get you posted through my channel. So this is how exactly the PPR for spouse would look like, and then I will dive into our timelines for TR to PR pathway under all the streams. So in case if you want, you can take the screenshot. So this should be the first page where the PPR for your spouse would be there. And the second page, of course, would include more information in detail. If you're unable to read it, I'll just quickly read it towards the third step actually. So they're going to ask you the copy of this letter and passport photocopy of your spouse. So detail is already there in step 1 and step 2. So you can go one by one, check them out. And as I said, take the screenshots for your reference. You can also do it through IVF, like that's how you can process the needful. And in case if you have any question, you can always write back to me. Moving on to our first timeline, this is a good news that they have pushed now. There've been a progress in terms of timing. So this applicant is applied on May 7th. So if you see the last time that I have explained, it has reached till 2 o'clock, and before that it was 12:35. So this is taking like almost 2 weeks from 12:35 a.m. on May 7th till May 7th at 3 a.m. Eastern time zone. So yeah, again, there are a lot of applicants who are still in the first hour. Surprising, frustrating, and mixed feelings. I totally can understand. Had I been at your place, I would have felt the same. But again, you don't need to worry about that. By December 2022, all of you will be able to get the PR card. So that's again a promise. And quickly covering the federal skilled worker program and CEC, since the government is not actually rolling out any kind of a visas under these categories. So this seems to be good news for TR to PR pathway, because this is going to be the priority for the time being, as the target is to get the maximum number of landed immigrants, that is 411,000. So yeah, don't need to worry about that. So this candidate actually received the AOR that was on January 20th, Thursday. The same day he was able to link up the application. Moving on to another timeline is with inland spouse. Now this candidate has applied on July 12th. So most of you knows that by July 16th morning, all the applications whatsoever under stream B reached to its cap. So eventually this is very close call where IRCC actually has started picking cases in July, and I have covered a lot of timelines in my previous videos. You can also check them out. So this is again a close case towards July 16th. Again, in the first hour on May 6th, still there are candidates who haven't received even an AOR. So it's almost 10 months and people are still skeptic about what exactly is the method. So am I. So this is the case where he got the AOR on November 22nd. And usually, time period from AOR to ECOPR, it varies from case to case. Generally, it takes 1 to 2 months to be precise. And after that, it should take 4 to 6 weeks in getting the PR card from ECOPR. So he got it on January 24th, that is today. So this is with inland spouse. So they will make the requirement for police clearance certificate. Again, try to submit the valid PCC. Now, there have been cases where even the expired PCC was submitted and the candidate was able to receive the ECOPR and then PUR card. So there is no benchmark. I must say that this category is really strange, because as per the rule, your PCC has to be valid for 6 months time period. So in case if you are submitting, try to submit the expired one along with the confirmation receipt for the new one. It's not gonna take much of your money. It's just that you have a peace of mind that yes, you have submitted the confirmation receipt for the new one. Okay. All right, so moving on to another timeline. Now, in this case, the candidate has applied around, May 6th at 7:12 p.m. and that's again Eastern time zone. So if you see that usually you'll be able to link up the application the very same day. Exactly has happened. And most of the cases you will get the ADR for police clearance certificate and a couple of forms. So if you can see that first ADR actually came up on December 28th and the second ADR came up on January 12th. So don't need to worry about that. There could be a third time IRCC visa officer may ask you to submit. So that could be equal. That would be a situation. So just make sure that submit all the documents in one go within the time period they have submitted. However, if for some reason it has not been submitted, I'm going to come on, discuss it with timeline where what would be the outcome. So in my upcoming slide here. So now in this case, he got the eCOPR that was today on January 24th. So yeah, moving on to another timeline under stream B. This was again on June 12th under stream B. So this is really good and motivating for those candidates who have applied under stream B and A, because there was a time like 15 days ago we were just getting the rollouts for IG stream. So stream A and B were feeling kind of left out. So this is really a motivating thing that yes, IRCC is now equal and trying to trying to make sure that they can get you maximum rollouts under all the streams. And I have covered a couple of French streams also in my previous video, so that is moving in a smooth pace too. Now, in this case, this candidate applied on June 12th at 6 p.m. and then followed the same process, and then PR portal request was done on January 7th. Now, if you see that from the stage of getting the AOR to eCOPR, generally it's in between 1 to 2 months. There have been cases where you might get it in 5 days time period. There would be cases where you might get it in 2 months time period. In this case, if you see that November 10th was when this candidate was able to get the AOR, and then he got eCOPR on January 21st. So this again depends upon various factors, and trust me, nobody would be able to guide you about like which all factors are responsible. Sometimes your application might have an dependent. Sometimes your application might be incomplete in various aspects, like the forms you have submitted might have a lot of flaws in it, and that has to be corrected. So my suggestion is that try to submit the web form in case if you've already received the AOR, so to cut down that extra time, or you can just wait for any ADR and try to do it within the time frame. So these are the factors, and then if IRCC is asking you for PCC and all that stuff, just try to submit it on time too. Moving on to another timeline here, this is what I was talking about, where the candidate actually has a dependent that's in Canada, like physically present in Canada. Now, he has applied on July 22nd with NOC 3414. It's a stream A healthcare case. Now, he was able to link up with UCI and last name. Now most of you might not be able to link up. Again, you just have to give it try to do it like once in a day. Don't overdo it, otherwise you'll be blocked for 24 hours. And when you are able to get that, just make sure that you go through your portal, because they've been requested by IRCC under your portal for PCC and all that stuff. So make sure that you submit it in one go. Coming back to this case, he has got the PCC request and he was not able to access his GC key. So what he did is that he raised a web form. So it was actually November 25th when he was struggling with all that stuff. And then there was only one response from IRCC that was on December 13th, like biometric refund letter. And then he got the AOR. So if you see on November 29th, he was able to link up. So he was supposed to get it like within a week's time period. However, in this case, the AOR was received on December 14th. So this could also be a scenario. Again, you don't need to worry about. Then there was a requirement for police clearance certificate. So wherever you have stayed for more than 6 months, that's a requirement you have to fulfill. And then he got the second ADR. That was on January 5th. So New Year came up, and just within a week's time, he got the ADR for IM 5669 form for both principal, applicant, and spouse. Now I'm holding on to it. When you have an spouse, either it's an inland or outland, in 90% of the cases, IRCC would ask you to resubmit that ADR for IMM 5669. So if possible, and if you're sure that yes, there have been kind of a mistake you might have done, what you can do is that you can raise a web form and then submit this information prior to that letter or requisition from IRCC, so that it could speed up your case. So there would not be any kind of a wastage in terms of time here. Now, when he submitted the documents, what happened is that on January 6th, he forgot to click on that submit button, right? So he was like not pretty sure that why this has happened, when he was just waiting. And on January 12th, he realized that, oh, he forgot to do it. So this is one of the case where he waited and then he did that. So PR portal request was done on January 14th. Now there was a deadline attached to this document, that ADR. It was supposed to be submitted within a week's time period. Now in this case, it was very close, just like a day ahead of it. So he missed the deadline, and still the visa officer was considerate and yeah, good enough to handle his case smoothly, and he got the eCOPR on 24, that is today. So this could also be scenario. Now, that a lot of you might have questions about various things, but before that, I just wanted to cover the poll which I have conducted on my own channel. So this is exactly how it says that IG stream, whosoever has applied from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m., it's 28% of the candidate. Now, this is a mix of all, you know, most of you must have received the AOR, and few have not even received anything. So this is all mentioned out there in the comments. So you can simply go inside it and then just go and check this out. So for your reference. And under stream B also, in case if you have applied from May 6th to July 16th and AOR was received, so 39% of the candidates said yes, we are falling under this category. And then under stream A, whosoever has applied from May 6th to November 5th, they have received the AOR. That was 11% of the candidates said yes, we have done that. Then the eCOPR was actually received by 12%, and 10% of the candidate has received the PR card. Now I have indicated all the streams under it, so you can always go and check out. I will try to get another poll, a lot of you have suggested, and I'll try to follow that. In case if you want any kind of further assistance, or you want to recommend that the thing probably could help you, I would be happy to assist you with more information onto it. And in case if you have not subscribed to my channel, highly would recommend that, so you will be able to get the benefit of all the information added. I hope this has been little help. So yeah, guys, take care and stay safe, and don't forget to wear mask. This is getting important. All right, bye.